What is she? Girl, stop.
Welcome on into another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. Now, this right here is kind of ridiculous. This is ridiculous, right? This is the Southwest. Southwest, as you guys know, is an airline, right? It's an okay airline. To me, it's Southwest. It's more. It's like one of the most commercial airlines, right? This lady is nude, a black woman, of course. She's nude on the airplane, walking up and down the aisles. So in my head, I'm like, what would make a woman want to do that? Put one in the chat if you believe that it's attention. Put two in the chat if you believe that maybe she have a medical problem. Put three in the chat if you like, well, something has to be wrong with this lady, right? And put a four in the chat if you believe she got charges for this. Because I could tell you, it's only in America, right, where if we was in Dubai or any place around the world other than here, she would have been flung in jail, even if she had a mental problem. You know, they always say they have a mental problem after they end up getting caught on something. But before that, they seem to be so fine. Everything they were saying at first, then they plead insanity afterwards, right? But before I get into this show, we're going to scroll through TikTok real quick to get different sentiments of it, different viewpoints. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the beginning, this is not the end. Smash that bell notification, hit that subscribe button, hit the AirTech EMF protector if you want to support the channel even more. But this just broke news today, and I'm here to tell you guys what's going on South.
What is she? Girl, stop. Is this good? I know.
That's crazy work. And she didn't even get charged. Crazy work.
A couple notes if you're flying Southwest. One, they don't send you a check-in email. You have to just do it yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so this video is for all my people who love to fly South.
I want me to fly first class on South.
A Southwest airplane was forced to turn around and head back to the gate after a female passenger became upset, got into her birthday suit, and began running up and down the aisle. According to reports, she was actually headed to Phoenix, Arizona.
This is quite zesty, right? This is too zesty for me. Too much seasoning, too much sodium, too much salt, too much sugar. Wait.
Solo trip with me as a boy.
It's another day in the life.
Anyway, so the lady on Southwest, let me see if I can find this on what is that? ABC 6. I wonder where the hell is ABC 6? You guys know where ABC 6 is? What news channel is that? Southwest black woman. Let me try to get you guys a better black woman on Southwest nude. Crazy to me. This is crazy to me, right? Okay, I found it. I found it. Give me 1 second, guys. I found it.
Stripped completely naked and started cursing at the flight crew.
Let's
A
read
one
that.
unruly passenger aboard a Southwest Airlines flight that was bound for Phoenix. That flight didn't even make it off the ground, turning back to the gate after a woman stripped completely naked and started cursing at the flight crew.
Hold
At
on,
one point,
hold on.
passengers say she tried to get inside the cockpit. Good evening.
She tried to get inside the cockpit. What was inside the cockpit? Miss, are you okay? Because to me, this right here, this is what you don't want, right? And imagine this. Let's get on a serious tip, right? Forget the laughing matter, because to me, that was embarrassing, right? And I guess as a black person, it seems to be even more embarrassing, right? Because it's only in America that our women do the most egregious things and they get away with it. And she's not even being held accountable for it. Do I wish jail on anyone? No, I do not wish jail on anyone. Only thing I wish for is accountability. That's it, right? Imagine the kids that was on this flight. How would you think about that? What would you think about the kids being on this flight? I think that's a bit wild and weird. It's just like you having a LGBTQ element of P parade and they strip and they get nude and they don't care anything about what the kids are seeing. I find this to be negligence. I don't find this to be right as far as morality. I think this is far from it. But let's continue.
And thanks so much for joining us. For 12 News at 10, I'm Kariba Devine.
This is a wild story. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Mark Curtis. The entire thing was caught on camera by another passenger who walked us through how it all went down on board. News journalist Chase Golightly is live at Sky Harbor, where that flight was headed. And Chase, was the woman charged?
Mark Rebe, according to police, that woman was not charged. Instead, when police detained her, they took her to a hospital for a medical evaluation, even though some of those passengers told me they were scared of this situation and there were several children on this flight. Now, a warning to our viewers, while we did blur parts of this video, some may still find it disturbing.
It is.
It was so shocking.
Passengers on this Southwest flight
couldn't
believe what they were seeing.
This is getting crazy. Like, this is something that you see out of a movie.
A woman on the plane stripping completely naked.
Wait.
Walking up and down the aisle.
Was it a packed flight?
It was very packed.
We spoke with one of those passengers who asked to remain anonymous. She said they had just boarded the plane in Houston and were about to leave for Phoenix when the woman, while fully dressed, walked to the front of the plane and started yelling.
I do remember her saying that she wanted to get off the flight.
The passenger also said she heard the woman yell that she was bipolar. Then when the plane started taxiing to the runway,
she started like jumping up and down, screaming at the top of her lungs.
Oh, she wild.
The woman took off all of her clothes and continued to yell.
It was very evident that she was having a mental breakdown.
At one point, another passenger said the woman grabbed a flight attendant. Everyone on the plane trying to remain calm.
I just kind of kept to myself. I didn't want to start any problems, and I was just hoping that the plane wouldn't take off, which it didn't, thank God.
The plane returned back to the gate where another worker came in and covered the woman with a blanket before she took off.
The lady just runs out of the airplane, and who knows where she went.
Houston police said she was taken to a hospital for medical evaluation. At this time, she isn't facing any charges.
I've never experienced anything like that.
We've covered several unruly passenger incidents happening on Phoenix flights. According to the FAA, 2021 had the highest number of incidents in recent years, with nearly 6,000 reported. While that number has dropped significantly since then, it's still higher than what was reported before the COVID-19 pandemic.
Just in complete shock on what happened.
That's crazy.
That passenger I spoke with told me their flight was delayed for about an hour and a half before they were able to take off. We also received a statement from Southwest Airlines that told us in part that they have apologized to all customers.
As they should. Let me know what you guys think about this. Just doing a quick update on this woman on Southwest. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the beginning. This is not the end. This is another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. You guys know how I like to end it. Positivity over negativity.